Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody's having a great day. Let's get this show started. All right. Hope everybody's doing good today. Everybody's having a great Sunday. Got your coffee. I've definitely got my coffee, of course. I have to make sure and maintain the status quo, of course, being a cis white male with, the racist tendencies and everything, just because I drink black coffee. Yeah, good stuff. Well, let's see here. All right. Good morning, Derek. Hello, hello. And good morning, Mrs. LA Warriors. Hope you guys are doing good. Um, I got a couple questions yesterday when I was at the Texas Motor Speedway, and I promise you guys I'm going to answer those questions without any delay. It's going to happen. I wanted to make an announcement real quick though. I'm going to be doing something for the holiday season starting December 1st. Hello, Rebecca. Welcome, everybody. Guys, thank you so much for coming. I really do appreciate it. So this is what I'm going to do. I had an idea. All right. So I know times are hard. I know people are struggling and whatnot. So this is something I've been thinking about for a while. And, something I was taught when I was very young was, you always, give to those that don't have any. So what I was thinking is for Christmas starting December 1st, I want to start doing some kind of giveaway. I want ideas from you guys, please. I've never done anything like this. How we would choose. I was thinking maybe, seeing as how I post my email, I was wondering if we could do a kind of email where you guys are telling me a story of who needs, who wants, what their needs are. But I've got gift cards, from that I've never used. There's a $25 PlayStation card. Here's a $25 GameStop card. I've got a $50 Visa card. I was thinking about doing like a drawing every live show, and so that would mean that would be participation from the audience though, and I don't have a lot of participation for people on email yet, but I do have some loyal viewers. Rebecca, I've got Derek, I've got LA, I've got Skinny, I've got a bunch of people that do watch me on the regular. Death, all you guys, thank you so much for all your support that you give me. But what I was thinking is if you guys know anyone or you yourselves, let's say for instance, one of you guys has got a kid and you want to get him something special, some video game or something from Walmart or something. I don't know, I don't have kids, so it's a little weird for me, but it is the holiday season coming up. So but send me a story on my email. I've got it linked in the tab down below on the YouTube channel. So just let me know. And again, if there's something else, like obviously this is easy for me. I can put it in an envelope and I can send it to you anywhere. We got people watching us from Hong Kong, Philippines, Thailand, Poland, Germany. We got people in Australia that are watching us now. I've got people all over the United States of America. So I don't really care where you're from. I want you guys, to be happy. I want you guys to have a good holiday season. And if I can help in any way, I want to. So like I said, send me your ideas, send me your stories. If there's someone that's, looking like they got 3 kids and they ain't gonna be able to do nothing with them because they don't have any extra money. They're living paycheck to paycheck and they're barely able to get food. Let me know. And I'll figure out a way to do like a live vote or possibly maybe even, just read it and I'll make the decision. But you guys let me know what you think, because especially being 2022 and all the crazy stuff. And some of the stuff we're about to watch and about to go over, I think the time for need is probably greater than it's ever been, at least in my lifetime. I can't quote the old people, but I can definitely say in my experience that it's been a pretty rough couple of years, But anyways, all right, so let's get to our first one. This one is just I'm going to kind of do a mixture. When we get to the halfway point, I got a special treat for you guys. I'm gonna do a little teaser real quick. It's about Chicago. So, and I kind of went down a rabbit hole a little bit. And if you guys have been watching me for any length of time, you know that when I go down a rabbit hole, it kind of kind of draws me in. So I did do a little bit of studying on Chicago, so I got a little Chicago surprise for us, So, anyways, the first one is it's a video of a plane landing. Okay, and a buddy of mine sent it to me. I haven't watched the video yet. I'm watching it for the first time with you guys. But he said that he enjoyed it thoroughly, and he's usually a pretty good judge of character. So let's get into this video. Let's see what it's doing, and let's go. Okay, so we got. Is there a play tab? There we go. Okay. All right. So let's go back here. Okay. It says it had something up though. Okay. Aircraft struggles to land due to strong wind. All right. I don't see any volume. There we go. All right.
0 degrees, 26, gusting 40 knots. Station QNH 1003, again QNH 1003, A-line 43 Delta, Delta. 1003, A-line.
Wow. Wow. Dude, that is awesome. Dude. It's a 3-point landing. It's in the hole. It's in the hole. Okay, I don't know if we have any pilots in the audience, but think about it. That dude, had to make a judgment call on whatever little tiny computer system he's got in his plane, connecting with the tower, and however fast those winds were blowing. It looked like it was kind of foggy too, and had to judge it just right to be able to land that thing. That dude deserves a raise and a freaking medal, some kind of accommodation. TUI, dude. I wonder who that pilot is so that I can freaking get on his plane flight. Jesus. All right, Derek, you been on a plane flight to land like that? Dude, you're lucky as shit, man. Damn. All right. Okay. Real quick before I forget. So I got asked yesterday, what some of the things were that I bought while I was there. I'm gonna go get that out of the way real quick, so we don't have to focus on it for too long. Because apparently that's the least liked part of my shows. Apparently, people don't like me showing stuff, which is weird. But all right. So I've been working on my collection lately, and God knows I have too many weapons as it is. But I did want to show you guys what I picked up, because I'm at the point now where I've got so many different styles of weapons and so many different things that I don't really need a lot. So when I go to a gun show, it's mostly just for social. I just go there, I talk to people. I try to have like a social interaction as much as I can, because Lord knows I don't have any, except for you guys and my dogs. I don't really have much of a social, roommates included, right? So first off, I'll save the best for last. But I've been really working on my throwing game as far as throwing weapons are. So I saw these here, and I've got a lot of cool throwing daggers. Okay, and you'll hear a lot of things about throwing weapons, and they're not completely wrong. Okay, a thrown weapon is a weapon that, if not landed, is a weapon that can be used against you. That is a universal rule, and it is absolutely 100% accurate. So if you don't know what you're doing when you're throwing a weapon, and it doesn't make it smart, this is just a weapon that they can use against you. Okay. Now this one's really cool. I picked this up because I thought it was cool. It's sturdy. It's badass. I don't know how well but look. So it's got good balance on it. Okay, so more likely than not, this is going to actually be a pretty good throwing weapon. I'll figure it out. I got my my throwing dummies and everything, so I'll test it out. But also, it's got a decent edge on it. Okay, so this is actually a pretty good fighting blade as well. All right, I got 3 of them for 30. I'm gonna see if you guys want me to do a series on pricing and whatnot, because I got a really popular response to my my Switchblade videos yesterday. So I'll be putting some questionnaires out there for you guys and seeing what you guys want me to do with some of these weapons, some of the things that I know. Because remember, I don't like talking about shit that I don't know about. So, and I've been kind of teaching myself on the throwing axes, throwing blades and whatnot. I've been throwing Chinese stars since I was a kid, but Chinese stars are basically just a kid's game. It's not like it is in the movies where you throw a magical Chinese star and it hits a dude in the head and they just fall down. It doesn't work that way. All right. Chinese stars basically are meant for distraction or hindrance, like if you can hit a tendon or you can hit someone on the leg and the arm, you don't want to really go for the chest that much because your Chinese stars don't do a lot of damage. They do very minute damage. They're basically for, prepping your enemy, basically. If I can hit you in the arm or the leg and slow you down, especially if you're running away, it's always good. All right, now, everyone was wondering if I picked one up, and I did. This is the latest version of a brass knuckle that is also a switchblade. Okay, I've been watching these things for about 3 years now, about 3.5 years, and I didn't want to pick them up when they first came out because they look like total garbage. And when I would pick them up, they felt hollow. And if you watch some of my series and watch some of my videos, I try to educate you guys on what's good and what's not good. Okay, like you want a solid piece for a blade, especially whenever it's a switchblade. You don't want the ones that feel like they're super hollow and super light. Okay. The mechanisms inside of here are incredibly detailed, right? And they're very specific. And if they're messed up in any way, you get like what I had with my Microtech, extremely expensive knife, but it was a total piece of shit. Okay. It barely lasted a year. Now, I just bought this. I'm going to do my testing with it. I'm going to carry it with me. I'm going to walk around with it, carry it on me, see how well it lasts. And I'll give a review in about 6 months and then another review in about a year. Because look, if you can't carry a weapon with you, and this costs $60, okay? And as they get better, they're going to get more expensive, okay? And this is it's very smooth. I mean, seriously. So there's a lot of the switchblades that are out there right now because switchblades are not legal in a lot of states. And you'll get them, okay? But they won't really function that well. And something else I thought was really cool, because this is what Microtech, I keep pointing over here, but I got my Microtech sitting over on the shelf. But Microtech talks a lot about this. But look, this is a $60 knife, and Microtech costs almost $500 after tax. Look, that's a safety feature. Okay? So if it hits this little tiny, that way if it tries to open up in your pocket, see I did a little thing there, but watch. Now I'll just do this. Pretty cool, right? Means it won't stab you when it comes open. Okay? So $60 at a gun show. And these are legal in Texas. This is great. It's a great weapon to carry around with you. I even recommend women to carry these if it fits your hands. Okay. The thumb's not that hard to press. Okay. It's actually pretty easy to open up. Blade's super sharp, double-sided. Okay. Serrated in case you got to cut something. And of course, for you ladies out there, if you got to hit a dude in the jaw, ding. Okay. Now remember, don't attack anyone for no reason, ladies. Try to keep those emotions in check. Just because he cheats on you does not mean that you get a chance to knock him out. Okay, that puts you in jail. All right. Now, I have been looking for my kukri for a very, very long time. I would say probably a little shorter than I was my katana. But I'm very specific in the type of weapons that I like, and I'm very specific in the ways that I think. TJ, hey, cool, welcome. Hope you have a great day, and I hope you stay. I hope you watch. Yes, it does. Yes, what does? I've been looking for a very long time for my kukri, and yesterday I found one that I really liked, and they were 50% off. I wasn't expecting to spend any money there, but as you can see, I already have. But check this out. So this is what I purchased. Now, this will go between $300 and $400 online. Okay. All right. It's an authentic, hard. I don't think it's acid washed leather, but it has been treated. And it has been dyed. So this is a very, very, very good sheath. It has a metal tip on it, so the tip won't go through, because you'll see a lot of metal ones. Even as expensive as my machete is back there, it doesn't have the metal tip on the end to keep the blade from poking through. And I had to put some rubber cement, actually, not rubber cement, but the ones that the coaguling stuff on there, I forget what it's called right now. But on the tip of it to keep the blade from going through, and I have to keep reapplying it because the blade's so long and sharp and heavy. When you put it in, it pokes through the leather, and that's cowhide back there. So they put that metal tip on there to keep them going out. Now, a lot of these have this feature on them, but this is open. This down can't open. So you want to be very careful. Open it up. There you go. Now, it's a very nice blade. These are not balanced, okay? If you throw it, it is going to tumble, but it's not going to be like, whatnot. So, and see the detail on the handle. A lot of the kukris that I was seeing didn't have a lot of detail. They had a decent blade or an okay blade. You know, they like that Damascus steel shit now. So it's pretty, you think, oh yeah, one more thing before I put this up. Whenever you have one of these, hang on, TJ, I see your comment. All right, I got to figure out how to put that back in. So you'll have two on a real kukri in the sheath. You have two knives. Kukris are hunting blades, okay? You have two knives, and this is for helping you skin your animal. The kukri is like a machete, right? So it's used to chop up an animal from whenever you're out in the bush. Okay, see that? Pretty cool, right? And these are used to help you skin the animal with. So, and I'll be cleaning everything and getting everything ready for me to take this out. And you always got to prep your leather, by the way. Like these right here, these will break in the bush. Okay, so I take electrical tape, and I put like 3 layers of electrical tape all around it and make it super solid all the way around it. And then on the parts that get mostly used, I also put some type of tape or some type of protectant on it. But if you can get this knife for anywhere around $300, it's a pretty good deal. If you go to a gun show, more likely than not, you're going to have them be able to take 20% off. So if you can walk out of the gun show with this for like $250, it's a good deal. I got it for $150 because they were doing a 50% off clearance. So I got a steal on this. If you go online to their website, this one right now is going for $375, and I got it for $150. So you can find really badass deals like this when you go to gun shows, especially if you're a knife collector like myself. But shh, don't tell anyone I'm a knife collector, because apparently you have to be stupid to be on YouTube. Anyways, and I got asked. Someone asked me like what I carry with me like all the time, like for survival and whatnot. And I don't want to go too much into it because people get bored with it really quickly. But one of the things I brought to the gun show with me yesterday was this. Okay, this is my Austrian freaking survival axe. Okay, it's not one of those where you pull a handle out and it's got a knife and a compass, whatever. No. This is just a woodsman's axe. Okay, and it's perfect for in the bush because it has a splitter on it. I can cut a tree down with it. It's heavy. I can hammer with it. This is everything I need to survive. Seriously, I can use this for almost anything. I carry a bushman's knife with me, in my backpack and everything. But this is all I need. I can cut down trees with this, create fires with this, whatever. I mean, this thing's amazing. Okay, something like this though, because of how it's designed and how well it's made, this one went for $175. There's a bigger version that goes for almost $300. But remember, you're not going to get a good survival axe or a good woodsman's axe for anything less than like $125. Okay. Yeah, you can go find one by Gerber now because Gerber's gone to shit. They outsource a lot of their metal now. You can find a Gerber one for like $75. But hey, look, if you want to put your faith in a $75 POS survival axe or survival knife or bushman's machete, look, you're going to get what you're going to pay for. After you cut through about 10 branches with your bushman's machete from Gerber, the blade's going to bend. And after about maybe 3 or 4 trees, your metal is going to warp on your axe, depending on what type of axe it is. So, all right, TJ, you've been busy. All right. Gives me the right to knock. Only in your mind, lady. Only in your mind. You'll still go to jail. A proper kukri is balanced. It depends. It depends on the type that you have. All right. See, look, you can't balance a blade like this. The balance is between the handle and the blade. Okay. Now, could I throw this weapon? Of course I could, TJ. There's no problem. I could throw this weapon. But kukris were not made to be thrown. Okay. Kukris are they're a type of fighting blade. Okay. But they're also for the bush specifically. They're just a modified machete, okay? You don't see a bunch of people. I mean, dude, can you imagine throwing my machete behind me? I mean, it's just not a thing. And that's not a balanced weapon. A balanced weapon means that it's balanced with the handle, okay? That means you can throw it. So the balance is always supposed to be in the middle. So if I were to do this, there we go. See, I can't even, I could try it like that. I mean, it actually does have a decent amount of balance from the middle. But even, see, I would have to try to throw it like this, though, from here. All right. Maybe. You know what I should do, TJ? I should make a video of all the different blades I have and how they're thrown and how they're not thrown. That's what I should do. I wonder if people would watch that. All right. But no, TJ knows what she's talking about. You know, certain types of blades are supposed to be balanced. You know, there's a boomerang knife and there's a boomerang blade, but other stuff isn't. A Gurkha knife? I think I know those. Are those the ones from Saudi Arabia? The ones that kind of do a little curve thing on the handle? Is that it? Where the blade kind of curves in like this, and it's got a cool little handle on it. I don't know. I've never done that with a blade before. I don't know. I have seen that on Roman short swords. They do that on Roman short swords, but I've never seen that on a kukri ever. But hey, I'll take your word for it. I mean, I don't know. I've never tried to balance a kukri. I don't get a kukri for balance. I get a kukri for decapitations of smaller animals, for being able to take off limbs, for massive amounts of damage, for short swings, for the least amount of effort, which is what you want to blade for anyways. So, all right, TJ, guys, I think we're ready to move on to the next story. I got a bunch of cool stuff for you guys today. All right. I don't know what I'm burping up. I've only had coffee this morning. Well, it looks like they deleted the video. So I got a video this morning, and it was about the FBI, and it is gone on Twitter. Here, let me share the screen with you. Here, let's do this. Is a Gurkha knife. Oh, never heard it called a Gurkha before. I've always called it a kukri. All right. So let's share this. You guys are going to enjoy this. So I got this I think I got it last night from my friend of mine. And it was a video, I believe it was about the FBI, but I can't see the video now, but we can read the comments though. Here we go. And this is on Twitter. I don't have Twitter, but all right. So it says this tweet is unavailable. So that means they banned it. Replying to Macron will never be able to sit again after that. Plot twist, Macron has a power button. No better example of why nation sovereignty with independent matters. Okay. So this was the woman. Okay. All right. So in the video, there's a woman that Macron is interviewing, right? And he catches her. I watched the video. So he catches her in a lie, and then he literally reads her own writing, and then she tries to tell him that the writing that she wrote was perspective from him, but it was her writing. And then when he calls her out on it, he actually reads the text and he shows her that it was her writing. She makes it, she does the whole like that. So I thought it was pretty funny, but we don't get to watch it because they banned it. If you put it on end to end, it should stand. Okay. Hey, Carol. What's up, Carol? Welcome back. Haven't seen you in a while. Glad to see you. Okay, so let's see if we can find one that's not banned. I've been covering this a little bit, the whole DeSantis Trump stuff, and this is Gateway Pundit, so we got to be careful. Gateway Pundit is pretty much one-sided, so take it for a grain of salt. It's kind of like reading CNN, okay? It's the same shit. So, but on the other side, let's see here. All right. So they're trying to create this this fake rivalry. That's what it feels like to me. I feel like it's a fake rivalry between DeSantis and Trump because it's just more of the same crap. I mean, he just got elected, so I don't think he's really worried about running for president right now. Could that change in 2 years? Maybe, but I don't know. I think DeSantis is a little young to be worried about running for president, and I think DeSantis has got his hands full in Florida with all the shit that's going on there anyways. So I think a lot of this is hype. Now, I'm going to read a part here where Trump has made fun of DeSantis, but if you look at Trump in the past versus this comment Trump has made, it's nothing like Trump has done in the past. It's not like he's going full-blown calling somebody Pocahontas like he did before, you know what I mean? So another huge miss, Ron DeSantis' silence on latest DOJ special counsel of President Trump speaks volumes. Okay. Yesterday, the corrupt Biden Department of Justice announced, and Minecraft, YouTube, of Justice announced the creation of another special counsel to attack and harass President Trump. The lack of response, that's just a really weird picture that they've just got on there randomly. Earlier, there was one of like a chick that had like 4 rolls in her belly. It was really gross. The lack of response from Florida Governor Ron DeSantis speaks volumes. I don't really think that that's true, but okay. Ron DeSantis is doing an amazing job in Florida. Okay, so they give him props I guess they're going to insult him now. His policies and statements have been very good, but his silence on the issues that matter to the Trump base speaks volumes. DeSantis also remains silent on the raid of President Trump's home. Now this is true. I'll try to come up with a story later on about this, see if I can find it if they still allowed it out there. But when his house got raided in Mar-a-Lago, if I'm not mistaken, when asked about it, DeSantis did defer. He didn't want to actually talk about it, but I think he did that mostly because he didn't want to get involved in it because it was such a hot topic at the time. Because I'm sorry, but everything I've seen from DeSantis, he seems like, for a politician, he seems like a pretty straight up guy for a politician. So I doubt quite seriously, with all the shit that he's talked about, a lot of the stuff that's been going on, that he would just not talk about a subject because he was afraid to or because he didn't want to. It probably has more to do with the fact that he doesn't want that shit to stick to him. President Trump, on the other hand, recently came out, this is the part that I was talking about, and labeled DeSantis Ron DeSanctimonious. Okay. Now, that's pretty PG for Trump. For any of you guys that have been following Trump's presidency, election, everything that he's done, that's pretty kindergarten stuff for him. Low insult for him. He could have done a lot worse. So do I think there's a rival between them? I don't really think so. I think a lot of this is just being hyped up by news places like this and social media. This roiled many that's another way to say roiled many conservatives across the country. No, it didn't. And especially in the state of Florida. Okay, that I can buy. Dudes run around with katanas and banks, in Florida. So President Trump then discussed DeSantis running for president on Monday night before the midterms. All right. I would tell you things about him that won't be very flattering. I know more about him than anybody other than perhaps his wife, Trump said without elaborating. Former President Donald Trump, gearing up for the White House run, warned Florida Governor Ron DeSantis that he could hurt himself very badly. This is old news. This is from like 2 weeks ago or whatever. All right. With the Republican base, if he also launched a presidential bid for 2024. Okay. Now, people are trying to say that's like a shot across the bow. I'm not buying it. Look, DeSantis just won his election. So I think DeSantis has got too much on his plate. I said that earlier. I don't think that he's thinking about running for president. Now, hey, look, if I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong in 2 years. If he throws in his hat, I do agree with Donald Trump. I think that's a huge mistake. I think he's too young. I think he needs to develop himself a little bit before he runs for president. But I just don't think he's going to do it. He might endorse someone, most definitely, but I don't think he's going to run for president. Let's see here. I don't know if he's running. I think if he runs, he could hurt himself very badly. I really believe he could hurt himself badly. Okay, so he repeated himself. In a Monday interview published on Tuesday from Fox, I think he could be making a mistake. I think the base would not like it. I don't think it would be good for the party. I'm in agreement with him on this. I don't think that running DeSantis for president would be good for the party right now. I really think DeSantis, like I said earlier, needs to develop a little bit more before doing it. But any of that stuff is not good. You have other people that possibly will run, I guess. I don't know if he runs. If he runs, he runs before the president's at it. Okay, so enough of this crap. All right, so again, I don't really think that there is this huge rivalry between the two. I just don't. I don't believe that there's going to be some like quote unquote, shots at each other. Your family sucks. Oh my God, you had sex with some dude in the bathroom. I don't think we're going to see that between these two. I don't think that's going to be something that happens. I think we're going to see a lot more of this. I think we're going to see news stations and MSNBC and Newsmax trying to create some kind of rivalry so that we split the party in two, which, by the way, is not a good idea. Okay, we don't want each other fighting each other on this shit. Okay, if you're part of the red, if you're part of the blue, we really need to start sticking together. And we're going to get into something later on about the blue too, by the way. All right, we're going to talk about them. It's actually pretty cool. The Gurkhas are soldiers from Nepal who are recruited into the British Army and have been for the last 200 years. No shit. Okay. So TJ, all right. So educate me. All right. So is that where the kukri comes from? Does the kukri come? Because the guys that I bought it from were from, I want to say they were from, oh my God, my brain is farting. I want to say Cambodia, but I don't think that's right. They were from over there, though. I definitely look like they could have been Nepalese, though. It's possible. The guy, he said he'd been working on creating the blades for over 8 years, I think it was. So his art, apparently, was actually pretty good because, it is an artwork, being able to create that shit. So cool. I didn't realize that you were into knives like me. All right, cool. We're gonna have to have a conversation about that. Maybe you should come on my podcast, TJ. We're gonna talk about that non-existing gravy recipe that doesn't exist and the non-cultured cultured food from America that doesn't exist either. Nepal. No, I know. They could have been Nepalese. I mean, it's possible. I don't think that's where they were from, though. I greeted them, and I know it wasn't Muslim because I didn't say salam alaikum. But they didn't. If they would have been Nepalese, it would have been from more of a mountainous region because they didn't have the look of the lower regions of Nepal. But I mean, dude, anything's possible. Shit. All right. So next story. Here we go. Moving on. Okay. So now this one's I like to bounce around. This is from Citizen Free Press. It's a little video. Okay. This is Matt Getz. Okay. And I'm calling it lobbyist funding. All right. Now, listen to this very carefully. Okay. This is very interesting and important because a lot of this stuff, because remember, a lot of the things that I'm trying to teach you guys and show you guys are things that they do not want you to see or hear or pay attention to. And just like last week's episode, I showed you guys where, an article will say something that's real and have absolutely no factual base whatsoever. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. It could come from the right or the left. And they'll try to make you think that because something they said earlier in the article is true, something later in the article is not true. It's just what they want it to be. Okay. So here we go. I'm enjoying you being here, TJ. You always lighten my day. All right. Here we go, guys. Okay, yep, let's do this. Why does everybody mute it?
By House rule, I believe that no member of Congress, by House rule, should be allowed to accept a donation for their campaign from a federal lobbyist or a federal political action committee. That money all has strings attached to it, and anybody who tries to tell you otherwise is lying. And when members take hundreds of thousands of dollars from lobbyists and PACs, they work for them more than they work for their constituents. And guess what? I intend to offer that amendment on the House floor in January, and I already have Democrats ready to vote for it, maybe even all of them. The second thing I would suggest is that if someone is a member of Congress, they should be prohibited from lobbying for life. Why is it so hard to say that you should choose one side or the other to be on? You're either in the lawmaking game or you're in the influence peddling game. And those who choose to be in the influence peddling game, go ahead, but you should sacrifice that when you get the privilege to represent 750,000 people. I intend to offer that amendment on January 3rd, and I expect that there will be Democrats voting for it. I will also introduce an amendment to have a ban on members of Congress trading individual stocks. How can we say that that is not something that dilutes our trust in markets and in governance when people are essentially able to bet on the outcomes that they have an ability to somewhat control? And I expect Democrats to vote for that. And finally, I would observe something that has really worked well in the state of Florida, a single subject rule. A bill coming to the floor should only deal with one subject. Yeah, I was incensed as a freshman when I had to vote on the farm bill and whether or not to authorize war in Yemen in the same vote. And we can still have broad bills that relate to insurance or education or appropriations. But the notion that we lash all these things together does not serve our constituents and the American people. And I would expect, if we're in the majority, Democrats will vote for my amendment for a single subject rule.
Now, okay, a lot to unpack here. Lot to unpack, all right? So, you call it sauce, all right? But it's called Italian gravy. Like I was telling you in the original podcast that I was on with you, okay? I would say this. A lot of cultures have a gravy, okay? But almost none of it's the same. I mean, look at etouffee. Etouffee is gravy, but it's just Cajun gravy. Okay, so a lot to unpack in this, okay? This guy, by the way, if you guys don't know who this guy is, he I mean, he was already famous before he did this, but Matt Gaetz had a video came out a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago, whatever it was, and he basically called a bunch of chicks fat and ugly that were against the abortion, bill. They got rid of Roe versus Wade. And this reporter's like sitting there, and this Chad, man, the reporter's like, do you want to retract anything you say or apologize to people that you said? He's like, no. Well, what do you have to say to them and the people that were offended? And he was like, get the fuck over it. I was like, yeah. And I had seen him a few times before that. But dude, he grew a set of nuts, and I hope that we see more like him. Now, granted, I don't know what all of his politics are, but I mean, dude, even if they become 50% more honest and 50% more accountable for their actions and shit and start holding people accountable for their actions, dude, that's a win for us, man. That is a straight up win for us, because I'll take 50% over fucking nothing, which is what we've been getting the last freaking 2.5 years or however long it's been. But all right, so what to unpack first, what to understand about this is we've been basically dealing with the same type of corruption, okay, for, we could technically say hundreds of years, but recently in the last like 20, 25 years, we've got the same people in the Senate, the same people in the House, the same people that have been making laws for the last 30, 40 years are still making the laws. And they're doing insider trading. They're creating stocks to make billions of dollars on and not going to jail for it. Martha Stewart went to jail for like, what was it, 2 years or 3 years, just for getting a good tip that they deemed inside trading. Nancy Pelosi makes billions or millions or whatever it is of dollars, and we know she's doing it, and she's just out there drinking vodka and going up on the House. So, I mean, look, he's on the right track, and there should only be certain amounts of funding that you should be able to get, and you shouldn't be able to run in two separate, like he's talking about influencers, okay? So if you want to be an influencer, go be an influencer, but you shouldn't be able to be an influencer while you're running for Senate or while you're in the Senate. Like, for instance, AOC. Dude, AOC should not be able to sit down and drink wine on a video while she's wearing yoga pants, talking about crap that has nothing to do with her job, trying to influence people to believe in what she believes with absolutely no factual background whatsoever. It shouldn't work that way. Okay, if you want to come out and you want to have your opinion on something, that's one thing. But trying to create yourself as an influencer while you're representing, like he said, 750,000 people, that's insane. Okay, you're literally creating your own cult while having just an absolutely incredible large amount of power. So you're not just able to influence people, you're able to change laws in your favor of your influence if you pull your cards right. You get a couple of dirts on this guy. You get a couple of freaking videos of this dude with his prostitutes in freaking Thailand. And, dude, you got people swinging votes in the House. And don't for 1 second think that it doesn't work that way, because it does. All right? So I hope we see more from this guy. It's not what I'm talking about. You go to work and you have your job at the water cooler and you have your job at the desk. Okay, you don't make laws. There's a difference. I know you're playing with me. I know you're being funny, but you know what I'm talking about. But no, I don't think that you shouldn't be able to do that. I agree with him 100% on that. I think if you're going to be a professional, like, okay, case in point, if you're a police officer, or actually I'd go even better, the Dallas Cowboys, okay, have a contract you have to sign. Okay, Romo had this like incredibly large contract when he was the quarterback. And one of his deals in his contract was he could not be in public. He could not be seen like making a fool of himself in public. Okay. His job was being a quarterback. His job was not going to strip clubs and having chicks do lap dances on him. Hey, you got to weigh it, man. You got to make sacrifices. You want to be a representative of a state? I believe you should represent yourself in a specific manner. You should dress a specific way. You should act a specific way. Okay. I don't want you snorting lines of cocaine off the back of strippers. Okay. That's not a good thing to do. All right. And I don't think it would be very good for your family either. Oops. Her name was Barbara. I swear to God, she was 18. I swear to God. All right. So here we go. Ladies and gents, please when raising your children, use the belt more often. That's what I'm calling this one. Okay, now this is one from Gateway Pundit. You guys know how I feel about Gateway Pundit. I'm not exactly the biggest fan. All right, but in this situation, I mean, every now and then you'll get a gym, okay? You'll get a gym, and this is a gym from Gateway Pundit. At least this was the one that I saw. So let's see here. Why is it not playing the video? Where is the video? Is it right here? Here we go. Okay. So let's read the article first. Okay. All right. So bear with me. All right. So biracial privileged daughter. I don't know why her being biracial has anything to fucking do with it, but okay. Biracial privileged daughter trashes her white billionaire father and his, of course, yeah, they've got to say that he's a white, billionaire father at his own funeral as a racist, Trump-loving misogynist. Oh boy. Okay. In Minecraft, just in case, YouTube. A biracial woman who, again, dude, why don't you just say a fucking woman? How about little girl? Because she's 19. A biracial woman who describes herself as a black supremacist. Oh my God. Anyways. And uses they, them pronouns, all right, trashes her white father at his funeral. The funeral took place in late August, but it was just revealed on Friday that the racist, misogynist, xenophobic Trump supporter, who was attacked at his own funeral has been identified as billionaire auto loan entrepreneur Donald Foss. Never heard of the guy, don't know who he is. I mean, I don't even know how bad of a guy he was. Donald Foss died of cancer at the age of 70. So this is him right here. Okay? I mean, just look at the face of white supremacy, guys. I mean, my God, he is evil man just because his daughter says so. It's ridiculous. Foss's youngest daughter, biracial 19-year-old woman named Samantha, she probably goes by Sam now, who grew up in a mansion. Look, right here, they should have capitalized it. All right. And attends a prestigious school, trashed him at his funeral as a racist. What is she wearing? Dude, what did I tell you guys? Dude, that's a pink backpack. And is that a tutu? I think that's a tutu. I mean, they should just wear a sign, or I should say they used to. But now we know who they are just from the way they dress. What is that? Is that Tiffany shit? Yeah, I think that's at $9,000. Is that $9,000 Tiffany necklace shit right there? Yeah, I'm sure she paid for that herself, right? You are everything I aspired not to be. And I refuse to stand up here and sing the praises of a man who is the paradigm, she doesn't even know what that word means, of white supremacy, Samantha said. But the whiny ingrate said, I like that. Okay, Gateway, you're a little bit better on this one. All right, I still think you're a little biased most of the time, but okay. But the whiny ingrate said she's happy to take her daddy's money. Of course you are. So I'll take your racist mindset. I'll take your money. I'll take your advice. This is the way she's excusing herself. Okay? So she's basically flipping it. She's saying, because you were a racist, daddy, I'm going to be a racist too. So that she can excuse herself from all the shit she's either about to say, about to do, or the amount of dudes she's going to have in her bed to get back with her daddy issues. I'll take your money, I'll take your advice, and I swear to God, I will make the world a better place. Not at all because of you, but in exact opposition of you, she said. This woman went viral on TikTok for disparaging and belittling her white father at his funeral. She says she won't miss him because he's a racist, Trump-loving, cis, straight, white male.
But Dad, please know that while I'm grateful and highly aware of all that you've given this family, I still don't miss you. When you died, I felt like there was a hole. Something, but it wasn't you. It was the idea of what you could become. I miss being able to hope and wish that one day you turn a corner and see the world from my perspective. I miss the idea that one day you might help me fight for the things that matter. I missed my fantasy of you. Because when you died, it solidified the fact that you'll never be what you could have been, but only what you are. And what you are is a racist, misogynistic, xenophobic, Trump-loving, cis-straight white man. That is all you will ever be to me. And Dad, before you tell me to respect the dead, please remember that you disrespected and disregarded the lives and deaths of entire communities of people with your ideology. You told me to never back down, so I won't. You know for a fact that even against you, I'm not afraid to share my peace. You are everything I aspire not to be, and I refuse to stand up here and sing the praises of a man who is the paradigm of white supremacy. So I'll take your racist mindset, I'll take your money, and I'll take your advice. And I swear to God I will make this world a better place, not at all because of you, but in exact opposition to you. Thank you.
Okay, all right. So I don't think we need to watch more of that. Quentin, welcome, brother. I'm so glad you're here. By the way, Quentin, you missed it, dude. But here, they called her biracial like 5 times in the article for no reason. They couldn't just say that she was a daughter or a woman. No, they had to say biracial woman specifically. And oh, by the way, guys, did you notice the hair and the outfit and the pink backpack? How much do you want to bet there's either a Hello Kitty on the back of that backpack or it's got a fucking unicorn? All right. Anyways, okay. So, dude, Tolfer, welcome back, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Hey, man, I'm telling you guys. Okay, look. Do not be afraid to use the rod. You spare the rod when you have to, but that is an example right there of a privileged, snot-nosed little shit that's never had a chick break her fucking nose, pop her in the fucking jaw. She's never been spanked. She's never been punished. She was bought a fucking Porsche or a Lexus on her fucking 16th birthday. I guarantee it. Or some form of fucking ridiculous over, compensating for being a horrible fucking parent type shit. Okay? So, but all right, so let's get back to these comments. Sup, y'all? Hey, by the way, Quentin, welcome, of course. Dude, you're always welcome here, man. Yeah, of course you did. Of course. I mean, dude, I guarantee you the dad, being a good father, he probably has some kind of like trust fund or something set up, right? I mean, dude, you want to take care of your kids. I get that shit. But he should have taken care of her by a little bit more, I mean, in Minecraft. Dude, TJ's awesome. It is a hell of a way, bro. It is a hell of a way, man. I'm telling you. Thanks just came from the optician. Ooh, that's eye doctor, right? Right? You're not going blind on me, are you? I need you to be able to read, dude. Spoiled, dude. I mean, okay. We all went to school with them, guys. We know, like, granted, it's different now because of social media and because of the whole LGBTQ plus Antifa, Black Lives Matter bullshit. Okay, I understand that. But we all know that type of girl. We all know that type of guy. We went to high school with these kids. We know their type. Okay? All right? They were the ones that always had the people surrounding them, never actually got into a fight themselves, had other people do things for them. They're starting to come back here. Okay? Nothing was their fault, and everything they did was gold. Sound familiar? That's exactly who that woman is. Okay? I mean, dude, come on. All right, this isn't fucking hard to figure out. We don't have to dissect the fucking the dictionary to figure out what these people are. It doesn't work that way. We know who they are. We've seen them our entire lives, and we're going to keep running into them. It's just that now that they've got Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter and YouTube, and if they put on this makeup and they wear this G-string and they wear this little outfit, they get all the attention in the world and everybody loves them. I mean, come on. Dude, hey, I love unicorns too, but my favorite unicorns are like from Legend or in Magic, not the representation. You probably missed that show, Carol, but they took the beautiful unicorn that you and I love and they made it into a symbol for something. I can't say it on YouTube because they won't let me, but just go look up unicorn candle. Okay, you'll see. All right, just check it out. Unicorn candle. Add unicorn is magical candle. Don't post it in the chat, okay? Because I don't want us to get in trouble, but just go look it up. They've taken what you and I love, that beautiful creature, and they've made it a part of their ideology. Okay? Bingo! Got that right. Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm just telling you, man. Just my glasses fixed. Okay, cool. Don't go blind, bro. Don't go blind around. I need you to be able to read. Okay, so moving on. I don't think we need to talk about that anymore. I mean, You guys will get me all heated and shit. But use the belt more often. Okay, don't be afraid to punish your kids. Okay, and another thing, look, if you got money out there, the people that have money, okay, look, make your kid get a job. Don't buy them their first car. Make them buy them their first car. Don't buy them their first fucking cell phone. If they want a cell phone, tell them to go get a fucking job. This ain't fucking hard. Okay. Also, you guys missed it at the beginning of the podcast. I attached my email to almost all my videos now. Guys, I'm doing something for the holiday season. TJ, please help me with this. Quentin, you too. Carol, I want to start doing a giveaway starting for Christmas, December 1st. I want to start doing gift card giveaways. I've got a couple different cards. I'm going to start doing different things. I want ideas on how to choose who gets it. I know there's a lot of people that need things, and there's a lot of people that are hurting right now, especially people that have kids. If you guys want to email me with a story or a couple lines about people who you think need help and people who need, things for Christmas. I'm talking about specifically for Christmas so that we can give these kids a decent Christmas. Because every year, we donate to the trees and to the Dove Foundation, and we give toys and we give clothes and food and everything. So what I was thinking is, why not do the same thing on my platform? And if I can help anyone, I definitely want to help someone. So anyways, we got another comment. Let's see here. She looks like Chicken Little from a distance. Ooh, damn. Oh, you kidding? Okay, Carol. Send me in my email. Write me a story of why you're the one that deserves it. And I was thinking, okay, so I do 2 lives a week, guys. Now I'm gonna start doing it on Wednesdays at 7, and of course Sundays. Okay, Sundays is my favorite day. So I'm gonna be doing a giveaway, and we'll lead up to like a grand prize. Okay, I think I'm gonna do something cool for the last one, like the week before Christmas or the week of Christmas. Maybe like a December 22nd thing. I was thinking even if you guys wanted to, I know some people can't get Christmas trees, right? And they're pretty expensive now. They're in the the upper tier levels now. They're like $100 a piece in some places. So I was even thinking about doing a Christmas tree giveaway, something like that. I don't know. I please email me in my email. Give me some ideas. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, the fans and the chat are what make the show. Okay, I'm just telling the story. You guys are the characters in the story. So just let me know what you think. I want all the opinions that I possibly can get. Share, like, and subscribe with everybody that you know so that we can get more and we can find out more what people want and what people need. Like last year, we did this really cool thing. But this is before I was banned on Nextdoor for expressing my opinion, of course. But on Nextdoor, I chose like 6 people that really needed things for their kids. I gave away blankets, man. Blankets. Okay. I took like board games and card games. One woman just won. I had the Harry Potter, the 7 Harry Potter movies, right? And I had like this disc, and it's really hard to find now. So she just wanted Harry Potter movies for her fucking kids. I mean, the smallest things can help people in the holiday season, guys. So just let me know, okay? Oh, we got more comments. I deserve it because I annoy you. That's good shit. You don't annoy me. You know you don't annoy me. Oh my God. See, me and TJ had this awesome relationship where she constantly thinks she's getting under my skin, and she never does. But that's also why I love her so much. No, I'm never gonna think you're sad and pathetic. Come on. Please. You guys are awesome. You guys make everything worth it, dude. Seriously. All right. Okay. Next one. I want to get too freaking all. Okay, there we go. Okay, this is another scary FBI one. Okay, so let's get this streamed. Here we go. Stop it. My computer loves fighting me. Okay, by the way, guys, if you didn't catch it yesterday, when we're done, obviously, with the stream, please go and check out the stuff. TJ, you're going to love it. Go check out the Texas Motor Speedway videos I made yesterday. All right. And apologies, guys. I'm still really tired from being sick. I'm working on it. I'm taking care of myself. I mean, dude, I only worked out 2 days this week. And it was like I worked out 9 days. I mean, it's been crazy. All right, here we go. Check this motherfucker out.
Basically, you get information that Facebook's volunteering. This has all been written up in the Post article. You're familiar with the Post article with the accusations. And the question is, are you getting information they're giving to you? They say, oh, somebody says January 6th was great. Here's information on this guy. Then you're taking it and then using it as a predicate to say, well, now let's go to the court and get a real warrant and get the information we already actually got without a warrant.
So we get tips and leads from all over the place.
Now, I know he just spoke very fast. You know, he's like channeling me there a little bit, okay? But here's what let me bring it down for you, okay? The FBI is claiming, okay, and they have been claiming this for a very long time, that they get leads, you know, from different sources, payphones, whatever, okay? And that these leads start an investigation or give them tips in order to start an investigation. What Paul is trying to say is that they're literally using these random tips from all of the social media platforms to get fucking warrants. Okay? Think about that for a second. So some Joe Schmo sends a random freaking tweet to the FBI because, you know, the FBI has their own tweet, right? Their own Twitter account, whatever. Okay? Well, I don't know if they still do or not because of Elon. But anyways, I digress. So we send this random freaking info to fucking the FBI, right? And that gives you the ability to get a fucking warrant to go into someone's house. Now listen to how this fucking little bastard, I don't want to insult him by calling him, I don't want to insult the weasels by calling him weasels because weasels are awesome. But this guy's a fucking slime ball.
From members of the public, from businesses, from community leaders, from other and government partners all the time. And we use the tips and leads that we get to often form predicates for law.
Are you getting tips and leads from Facebook and social media companies?
We get tips and leads from companies, absolutely.
Right. It includes private information.
But I'm not aware of us receiving any tips or leads.
See, here's the point: you may think it's just jolly well to get all this stuff without a warrant that people volunteer to you, but many of us are alarmed that you're getting this information that are private communications between people because it is against the law. It's against the law for Facebook or social media companies to give it to you, but it's also against the law for you to receive it. So you're going to have to very specifically go back with your team and search over whether you're doing it, not just say, we're probably not, we obey the law, we're good people. Well, no, there are doubts because this has been reported.
This feels weird. Are you sure this is legal?
I don't know. It's fun though, isn't it?
I mean, dude, look at his face. Look at his face when he does this. Where's the set? So I can find the spot.
Without a warrant.
So we get tips and leads from all over the place, from members of the public, from businesses, from community leaders, from other and government partners.
Right, it's right
all the
whenever
time, and we use
Paul
the
says
tips and leads that we
Right.
get to often form predicates for law.
Are you getting tips and leads from Facebook and social media companies?
Look at that. That's like that wasn't a question they had on the prep. Dude, somebody help me. Dude, he's lost in the sauce. Holy shit. Oh my God, this is crazy. I don't get this, man. Like, how do we let these people stay in power? How is this guy able to sit up there and keep in mind, this is Congress, man. This is like the fucking highest you can get. You don't go any fucking higher than this, all right? This guy's standing up there just lying through his fucking teeth. And Paul knows it. He's just like, So if I jack off on a cookie and tell you it's fucking frosting, is it frosting? Well, we like cookies. Dude. Guys like this, dudes just like that, are in charge of our laws right now. So think about this, all right? Just think about that. I'll get your comments in a second. Hang on, okay? Don't yell at me, all right? Look, think about this for a second. Let this get inside your brain, okay? They are able to take whatever happens and flip it or change it into a way for them to be beneficial. And then on top of that, they're able to basically make any excuse that they need to in order to make it work for them. And they don't give a shit. If these guys want to bust inside of your house, they're going to come and bust inside of your house. They'll make whatever has to work in order for it to be made legal. Because motherfuckers like that right there are the ones in charge making these fucking rules. All right. Oh, but I do. Even if you come to me in my dreams, TJ. All right. Pitball, today's FIFA Qatar. No shit, right? All right. Thanks, Quentin White. Trying to hide from footy. Okay. Let's see here. Cook, right? Hey, dude, circle jerks are a thing. Ooh, really? Yeah, really. Okay. In the core, we had this thing called a circle jerk. Okay, TJ? All right. And I'm not going to go into details about it, but let's just put it this way. It's one of the grossest things you've ever fucking thought of. It is gross. Hey. I am an equal opportunist and I believe in equality in all aspects. Oh boy. Okay, so I don't know, and again, I'm learning this as I go. I'm having to educate myself on this, and I'm getting a lot of help from, different sources. But I think, because the red wave thing, we've talked about the red wave too. We're doing very, very good on waking people up, in my opinion. Okay, I don't think it's gonna be something that happens overnight. I mean, dude, the blue, not all Dims, but the ones I'm talking about, the evil bastards, just like him. They've been working on this, man, for decades. Okay, so we're not gonna come back from this and defeat them in one, primary, in one election, one president. Okay, one House of Representative speaker. It's not gonna work that way. We're gonna have to try. We need more people out there talking. We more people not afraid to offend people. All right, we need more TJs. All right, I'm sorry, TJ, I gotta call you out on this. Dude, TJ speaks her mind no matter what the fuck it is. Okay, if we had 1,000 TJs in Congress, we wouldn't have this fucking problem. Okay, if we had 50 different types of people out there, and all those types of people versus 1,000 speaking their mind, that would be better. But we got like 3 versus 1,000. Like all these tweets and all this information that gets told about, whenever someone gets canceled, right? It's because like 3 people fucking got offended. And there's like 5,000 people on the platform. But because 3 little snowflakes melt their goddamn fucking feelings, we canceled the whole fucking thing. We used to have a word for that. When I was a kid, it was, what was it? Oh yeah. What was it? I was trying to think here. It's called being a fucking. You know what I'm gonna say? All right. Look, if you can't handle the heat, get the fuck out of the kitchen. Okay. If the world's too fucking hard, get harder. Learn. Become a better person. Stop being a fucking pussy. All right. Grow the fuck up. Reach down, grab a pair, and move the fuck on. Build the fucking bridge. Go on and on all day. All right. Let's see here. Wise man once said, "It is what it is." Ain't no shit right there. You'd have no guns too. Oops, sorry, wrong show. No shit, right? Oh my God. Hey, look. I mean, okay. Why would a government not want us? Number one, okay, why would they not want your men to become more feminine, more docile? I saw a picture this morning, dude. It was disgusting. Fat dude, beard. He had a little poster on his forehead that said Pornhub. His titties were bigger than most strippers. Freaking, he had Carol. He had a unicorn on the shirt. A fucking unicorn on his shirt. Okay, our unicorn. Why would you not want your men docile? Dude, we're the ones that fight the wars. So you take away the main character of the fucking video game, what are you left with? A bunch of fucking NPCs. We've talked about NPCs before. Okay. Then you have the women taking over the roles of the men, right? Well, dude, women can't take over the roles of the men. That's why men exist. So what ends up happening? Okay. Things go downhill because you only have one gender doing things in a certain generation. It's not going to work that way. Okay. We've had to exist together the entire time. Dude, you think the caveman would have survived without his wife in the cave? That wouldn't have fucking happened. Okay. He would have been the dumbass that fucking cracked his head wide open because his wife didn't tell him to shut the fuck up and stop using the wrong fucking tool. Dude, we've literally had to have each other to exist and prosper the entire time. We have not been able to exist with just one forever. So why would a government not want you to hate each other? Dude, it's perfect. Then we take away your guns. Then we take away your ability to think outside the box by deleting everything that you possibly think. And then if you do want to think outside the box, we cancel your ass. And we don't do anything about people obstructing your justice for the First Amendment. It's a brilliant plan. It's awesome. And it's fucking scary too. Okay? It's super fucking scary because it's working to a certain level. Okay? But here's the deal. Evil can only win and persist for so long. Okay. At a certain point, it bottlenecks. All right. And then it explodes. Okay. Case in point, World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam. Okay. You have people that are doing things a specific way. And then all of a sudden it has to stop because you've been doing it a specific way for too long. Still got a little bit of congestion. Okay. But look, at a certain point, we're going to have to say enough's enough. Okay. We're going to have to say, look, guys, shut the fuck up. Okay. Enough's enough. Stop doing this shit. Okay, I like mustard on my fucking hot dog. Stop trying to put fucking ranch dressing on it. We got to stop this shit. Okay, sorry, there's my rant on that one. Let's see here. Ooh, we got some more comments. Let's see here. Oh, we got that one. Let's see here. TJ, which state you're from? Yeah, TJ, tell them what state you're from. Not from a state, in a state. She's British. Okay. All right. Let's see here. We got another one coming up. All right, guys. Let's see here. That one was pretty good. All right. So for those of you that don't know, I've told this before, but I've always been kind of like an amateur, wannabe, art collector, an amateur, art, connoisseur. I don't really know shit about art, but I like it. It has pretty colors. I've tried to go to a museum in every country that I've been to, an art museum, every state that I go to. I'm just the fucking stupid redneck in the art museum, but dude, I love it. I love statues. I love, different things. Now, I don't think a bunch of blocks is art. One of these days I'm going to drive around Denton and just show you guys what they think is art. Okay. Let's just take a giant crap and then mold like right angles out of crap and then paint it yellow. There you go. Okay. You think I'm joking? All right, I'll show you. All right, I'll show you. Anyways, so this was kind of like personal to me, so I wanted to put it in there. It doesn't really have anything to do with what we usually talk about. It's just kind of more of the same stupid shit, basically. But, I figured, hey, we might as well try to throw it out there and try to get as much shit on my show as possible, right? Maybe one of these days I get an art critic on here, and he'll tell me, try to educate me a little bit so I don't sound like I'm a fucking moron when I'm talking about art. All right. I believe that's pronounced Leiden University. All right, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but Leiden University removes work of famed Dutch artist due to the depiction of only white males. Oh, I'm almost out of my fuel. I gotta get my racist, white, cisgender, male, patriarchal liquid inside my body. So much better. Okay. A painting from the renowned contemporary Dutch painter Rein Doel has been removed from a wall at Leiden University in the Netherlands. More shit from the Netherlands. After the objection that it depicts only white men. Political science PhD candidate Elena Zonina said that the painting of white men smoking cigars made her feel uncomfortable. Merch. No one gives a shit about the way you feel, you sexist fucking cow. According to Dutch News, Zonina, I just ran my little dog ran away. It just ran away. All right. So Nina insisted that the school needed to add an ironic or critical note with such a painting. By the way, whenever you see shit like this, okay, when it's like sent on an email at work or whatever, dude, be aware. Red flag. All right. In the meantime, it is now turned toward the wall to avoid harming or what? Who's it going to harm? Who? Last time I checked, the only thing that causes harm is like physical damage, getting sick, someone like getting shot, okay, in Minecraft YouTube, all right, or offending anyone. I love that. I'm so offended. Anyone else at the school. We have seen similar actions in the United States where one or a small number of objectors result in the removal of paintings, material, or postings at universities. Few faculty are willing to risk the ire of protesters by opposing such actions. Okay. All right. Here. This goes out to all of the men in the Netherlands that have forgot that you have a penis. Man the fuck up. The next time you get a chick that obviously has forgotten that, art's for everyone, okay? All right? Because art is for everybody. It is up to the person that is looking at the piece of art to interpret it the way they want to. That's the whole fucking purpose of art, you assholes. The next time some pretentious fucking shooter decides to come to you and tell you that, hey, you need to take this down, it's offending me, tell her to go fuck herself, please. And do it with gumption. Be like, oh, okay. Well, we are very und glad that you have given us your opinion. Now, please, would you go fuck yourself and shut the fuck up? Just like that. It ain't hard. And I guarantee you, she will get pissed. She'll get sand in her vajayjay, and she will walk the fuck out. She will leave. She'll do her little post on social media. She will have her little rant, her little temper tantrum. And then in 2 weeks, no one's going to give a shit. They won't even remember her. She'll be some stupid, crazy lady in her fucking class or whatever the fuck she does on her off time, making fun of dudes and talking about the patriarchy and sounding like a fucking moron. All you do by doing this shit, guys, if you ever see this video, all you're doing by doing this is giving them a platform and letting other people know that if they get offended, they can cancel whatever the fuck they want. That ain't the way it works, man. Okay? If I draw a stick figure, okay, and he's like punching his finger through a donut hole, all right, doing this, all right, and that's my art. It is for everyone to interpret however the fuck they want it to interpret. I don't give a shit who it offends. If it offends you, I'm glad. I'm glad I gave you some kind of emotion because that's the point of my art. My art is to elicit some type of response for you on how you interpret my art. You fucking pathetic piece of shit snowflake. We have seen similar actions in the United States where one or a small number of objectors result in the removal of paintings, material, or postings at universities. Few faculty are willing to risk the ire of protesters by opposing such actions. Joanne van der Leeuwen, a professor of criminology and dean of Leiden School, reported the action at Leiden. Immediate action was taken today. Look at her face. Look at the smiley face, dude. Look at this shit. Dude, they love doing this. They love being able to just take whatever they want and doing whatever they want because they get offended. You guys think that this isn't funny. Your family, your friends think this isn't a big deal. Look at what they can do to a work of art just because there's white dudes smoking cigars. Yeah. What was it that that comedian did whenever Trump became president that she said was art? Oh, that's right. She had a fake decapitated head of Donald Trump covered in blood holding it up. I'm sure that offended a lot of people. No one ever took that motherfucker down. According to other reports, the famed 90-year-old painter, Randul, is irate over the move. Man, I would be too, dude. I'd be everywhere, bro. Shit, man. Which he called incredibly narrow-minded. His painting depicted the board of Leiden University in the 1970s with 6 serious-looking men with cigars in their mouths. There have been similar removals of the portraits of white males from universities like this. Yeah, didn't they take down George Washington's painting? I mean, he only help create our fucking country, like Harvard and Yale and even courthouses. These are portraits and paintings that capture the history of these institutions. Guys, if you're putting comments, I can't see your comments yet. I will get to your comments in just a second. The histories of these institutions. In this case, it is a significant piece of art that was removed. The College Fix quotes, I guess that's a news, yeah. The College Fix quotes a Jewish student who objected to one of the figures now removed is Dolph Cohen, famous historian and rector, who survived the Holocaust by going into hiding. He became one of the most consequential academics in the country. One commenter is quoted as saying, he now turns his back to Leiden. All right. I'm just going to get more angry the more I read that. Okay. Ooh, we got a lot of comments. Holy shit. Okay, let me catch back up. All right. Hey, dude, Fanta, welcome to my show. Oh, my God. This is your first time on my show. You're more than welcome to be here anytime you want to. Fantas! Quentin! All right. Oh, you are defo and amateur. Only kidding. Sup, Fantas? Leiden. Okay, cool. Leiden. So I was saying right. Leiden, whatever. Not much, Quentin. Trying to stay awake. Okay. Phantasmagorical. It's like a song. I've been in Dutch art school. In the beginning, it was fun. But then in 2015, 16, the wokeness became a pest, just like roaches. Dude. Man, you know, I took art in high school. And I was in both theater arts and art. You know, I tried to continue my art, my drawing, but I broke my arm so many times I couldn't do it. But I mean, art is supposed to be an escape. You know, we're supposed to look at art and we're supposed to see what we can't create or you know, some magical world. Dude, Picasso is like one of my all-time favorites, man. I could stare at a Picasso painting. I've done this. I could stare at a Picasso painting for hours and still find things that I didn't see before, you know, and then go back and look at the same damn painting a week later and feel completely different about it. You know, I don't know. I that's just me though. But this stuff right here, Quentin, I mean, you're probably more involved in this than I am, but I think it's an absolute just black eye, man. Like, you know, keep your fucking opinions to yourself. If you can't say something that's going to be beneficial to the conversation concerning a painting, if you're offended by the painting, okay, cool. Say that you're offended by it. You know, that's fine. I don't give a shit. Say it. Say you're offended by it. But dude, because something offends you doesn't mean something has to get canceled. You know, and again, you know, it's our fault. This is on us too. Okay, we did this. We allowed these people to exist. We allowed these people to have a platform. You know, we didn't regulate them. You know, we didn't say, hey, look, you know, enough's enough. So this is on us too. You know, and I'll accept it. You know, just like the bullshit children. Isn't a white male on your money so they don't want the dude? Hey, dude. Everybody now you said that, TJ. You said that jokingly. Okay. So there was this was about 10 years ago, okay, 10 or 12 years ago. They actually tried to say that the piece of cotton that was in the medicine bottles was racist. That piece of cotton you put in your bottle so that it doesn't rattle, because black people used to pick cotton. Okay? Now let's just take aside the fact that that's completely stupid and idiotic. Okay? But would you rather the cotton be black? I mean, brown? Are we going to put yellow cotton in now? I mean, what are we going to do here? Idiots. Which comment? This one? Or this one? Did they ban it? No, because I'm over here in StreamYard. You are... Is this the one? No, I mean, if you're talking about something that's been deleted, I haven't seen it. Let's go check YouTube and see if they deleted it. It's possible. I mean, we talk about shit people hate. So I don't see anything that's been deleted, TJ. I don't see it. I read everything. Was it that you had no guns too? Okay, this one is okay. I didn't see that one earlier. I don't know. Tell me which one I missed, TJ. I'll put it up there. Or retype it. Paleontology, such as dinosaurs, saves my mental and creative ass. Yeah, dude. I was one of those kids that was always hoping I'd find like a dinosaur bone in the yard, you know. During autumn and winter, I use old school humors to combat seasonal affective disorder. I don't know what SAD is. SAD. I don't know what that is, but man, dude, yeah. Autumn is definitely autumn and winter are my favorite times of year. I get to wear warm clothes, fires. I'm a sucker for pumpkin pie and apple cider, man. Dude, like crazy sucker. Hang on a minute. Brit, idiot question coming. Remove. I mean, if that was put up there, I never saw it. I mean, come on, TJ. You know I'm not afraid to freaking put a comment up there. So I don't know. Hey, whatever it is. Hey, if you got to email it to me, I'll copy and paste it. I don't give a shit. I mean, as long as it doesn't, because there's like certain words that we can't say. Remove paintings that harm but not pop. Dude, hey, right now. On Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, we have terrorist organizations. They're perfectly allowed to do it. People that have either been suspected of improper actions with a child, they're still on Twitter and Instagram. Nobody's doing a fucking thing about it. But a painting that offends someone has to be turned around. Yeah. Next. All right. Let's see here. Okay, so here's the midsection, all right, of the show. This is my little Chicago surprise for you guys. Okay, all right. Now, as you know, sometimes I go down a rabbit hole, okay, and I just kind of get involved in this shit, and it just kind of takes me by storm. All right. So check this out. This is crazy. Okay. So I'm gonna show you a video first, okay, and I want you guys to just kind of bear with me on this. I'm going to explain everything. Okay. All right. I'm going to explain everything. All right. But I want you to see the video and then we're going to talk about it. And I'm going to show you 2 other websites. Okay. To counter the video because I didn't want to just have one source. I like coming at things from a lot of different angles, but I like using their own shit against them too. So if I can find something on the left that goes against the left, ding, 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 ding. We get a special bonus. I love bonuses. Bonuses are my favorite. Okay, so this is entitled, You Gotta Be Kidding, This Is Ridiculous, by Savati. Those of you guys who don't know who Savati is, he's a cool guy. I haven't even subscribed to him yet. Shit, I've been watching him forever and I haven't subscribed to him yet. All right, so Savati here. Notification. Oh, dang. There you go, Savati. I did it on camera for you. Savati does stuff kind of like I do. He's not very big yet. He's got, just under 50,000. But, dude, he's spot on with most of his shit. If you haven't watched him, whatever, just go check out some of his videos. Obviously, he's pretty good. Savati, I'm giving you a major plug here because I do like your stuff a lot, man. So, and if you ever want to come on, dude, or have me on or whatever, do a live spot, me and you could rip up some shit. Okay, now, first off, I want everyone to know this is a real commercial. This is not a fake. This is not a deep state. Okay, this is real. Remember that. Mayor Lafayette launches first TV ads of campaign season, aiming to show she delivers. Remember, this is Chicago. And this is the troll Lori Lightfoot.
Lightfoot delivers? What about crime?
People don't know. She's delivering record spending for violence reduction, getting guns off the street, and more money for police. You know we didn't get into this mess overnight.
True.
Getting out of it takes time. And Lightfoot has a plan, right?
Hold on. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Want to play?
Love to, but I've got work to do for our city.
Is that true?
Of course not.
Just yesterday, 3 people were killed in 2 separate shootings within minutes of each other. And Alderman Byron Sigcho Lopez says nothing's being done despite multiple warnings.
Joe and Erica, still no one in custody in connection to either of the 2 deadly shootings.
Why am I not
Why does every
surprised?
chick sound exactly the
Chicago
same
police,
that
They're
reports?
still not connecting those shootings,
So we have this
but
monotone.
the alderman is.
The 2 deadly shootings are believed to be connected, something Chicago police aren't saying publicly yet. And they're connected to escalating gang violence in the area. Violence, he says, his office has been warning police and city leaders about, telling me when their office hears concerns from the community, they share that information. And they did.
We just cannot normalize,
This is the alderman.
accept or tolerate such violence in our communities.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
We are demanding that the Chicago Police Department, that the mayor of
Oh, by the
city
way,
of
guys, he's a
Chicago
minority, if you didn't
provide
notice.
a plan and a change in paths.
Okay. This one, you gotta read this. Chicago shootings, 27 shot, 6 fatally, and weekend gun violence across city, police say.
You know we didn't get into this mess overnight. True. Getting out of it takes time. And Lightfoot has a plan, right?
Sure, I can help.
Hell
no.
Things are gonna.
Oh, dude, I didn't make the Beetlejuice reference, okay? He did. But it was still great. Okay, so now, all right. Bear with me, okay? Bear with me. All right. Dude, I never played Watch Dogs, but I heard it was a great game. I never got into it. All right, so I eventually it's on the bucket list of games to play, but I heard it was pretty cool. Okay, so now we just watched the video. Video's real, not fake. Okay, and granted, he added his own stuff to it, but that's a real commercial. That's a real campaign commercial. Okay, now let's go down the list. I forget what it's called, the Nielsen list or whatever. We have an effeminate, possibly gay black male playing a video game, earring. Okay, so checkbox. Okay, we have the very passive, very, very gentile white male. Okay, who's giving up the remote controller to Lightfoot. Okay, not the African American, but the white guy. Okay, this is all subtext. Okay, you got to pay attention to this stuff because it's 1 time is not intentional, 2 times, 3 times creates a pattern, 4 times to 50 times, it's in your face. They're doing it for a reason. Okay, then of course Lightfoot addresses and says, "No, I've got work to do. How dare you?" Okay, granted, she didn't say how dare you. You understand my point? Okay, so all right. I wanted to know the actual stats. You hear, you saw him in there talk about the guns and the violence and everything. I wanted to know the actual stats from the overnight comment. Okay, so let's give Lori Lightfoot the benefit of the doubt. Let's say I think she was elected in 2019 or 2018, whatever. Let's use 2019. Okay, and that because that's kind of when everything kind of started going crazy because of the word that we can't say now, that ends in ID, started in a certain Chinese place. I understand what I'm talking about. Okay. So ever since then, things have been going crazy all around the world, but especially in Chicago. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Chicago Reporter, and I'm going to show you guys their stats from the crime. Now, again, this is one of those situations where they're going to try to fake you out by telling you, and this is the, the Republicans are going to fake you out by telling you that the crime has gone up or whatever. That's not completely incorrect, but it's not also completely factual from what I found out by going down the rabbit hole. Okay. Why overall crime fell while murder increased? That is something very important to pay attention to with what we're about to talk about. Okay. Because one of Lightfoot's statements is that she has been adamant on this, that crime as a whole has gone down. Only murder has gone up. Okay? She's lying, but it's like a 50% lie. Okay? So The rise in murder rate from 2020, okay, I said 2019. I'm going to show you guys why I said that earlier, is expected to be around 25%. Okay, that's actually not entirely accurate. The largest increase in U.S. history and records dating to the 1960s. That equates roughly 20,000 murders last year. And yet overall crime went down. That's absolutely incorrect, by the way. Okay, overall crime did not go down. Okay, there were certain sections, which I'm going to show you from another left-leaning site, that show certain crimes did go down, but overall crime did not go down. That is an out-and-out lie. A fact that only 28% of readers knew. I don't know where the fuck they get 28%. Did they do a poll and ask how people thought the crime went down? Fucking assholes. The FBI will release its official figures in September, but the preliminary data from over 12,000 law enforcement agencies suggests it's probably one of the largest declines in record. Property crime was down 7.9% in 2020 relative to 2019. According to this data, that's not a very big significance, by the way. The national murder trend usually gets the headlines, and for good reason, but property crime makes up around 85%. I want you guys to remember this. This is going to come up later, of all major crimes, okay? So property crime makes up around 85%. That's not incorrect. When you get held up, they're stealing your property. Okay? All right. Now, they go over some statistics here, and they say, remember, this is Chicago Reporter, okay, left-leaning place. Meanwhile, arrests have fallen significantly. Oh, that's right. According to Jesse Smollett, this is MAGA country. All right. Through December of last year, less than 12% of 203,530 reported crimes resulted in an arrest, which is crazy to even think about. But that's actually not that crazy. After watching several different investigation stories, documentaries, a lot of crimes go unsolved, okay? Especially murder and especially assault. It's ridiculous. It's like 70% is the average, I think, in America. I'll do a show on that too, but it's high, okay? But 12% of what the? And she wants them to get raises? Okay. Let's see here. That's way down from the numbers. So this is closer to 30%. All right. From 2019, presented during the meeting that year, arrests were made in more than 20% of 260,000. Let's just say 261,000 reported crimes. Okay. So, and it goes on. It talks about the word that we can't say. Here it is right here. Okay. They won't let us say this anymore. Okay. In Minecraft YouTube. Okay. But it goes to basically say that, hey, look. All right. Yeah, murders went up, but a lot of crime went down. That's not 100% accurate. They are correct that certain crimes did go down. So I'm going to close this one out. And I am going to, well, I got a comment over here. Let's see. Okay, yeah. But it's not violent crime. They're trying to separate it. Okay, they're trying to say that it's not a violent crime, which is, I guess, you know, there's a lot of people running around gassing people in their sleep or poisoning them so they die in their sleep. You know, I don't know, TJ, but hey, fuck it, right? I mean, in clown world. Okay, so let's see here. What just happened? No. All right, let's see here. Thou shalt not pop. Hey man, you know, we should have a show just on the 10 Commandments. All right. Yeah, that would be kind of funny. All right, so let me get this shit. You're gonna love this. This is great. And remember, I know I say this a lot, guys. I know I'm a broken record about this, but do your own. This is a perfect example of do your own research and do not believe what the fuck people tell you on TV. They're lying to you, okay? 90% of the time, these motherfuckers are lying to you and trying to tell you shit that isn't real. All right. And again, don't believe a fucking word I say. Go do your own research. Okay? Seriously. All right? Like TJ literally educated me about a kukri earlier. I've been collecting knives since I was 8 years old. Okay? Go do your own fucking research. All right? Figure shit out for yourself. I mean, seriously. Fucking kind of world is this, man? We're all gonna fucking die. Burn. Okay. This is from the Chicago Reporter. Chicago Reporter. Okay? Because I imagine if any of my videos ever do get out and, you know, some snowflake on the left gets a hold of them, they're going to be like, well, he's just biased because he's a Republican. One, I'm not a Republican. Two, I'm giving you your own fucking information from your own goddamn sites. So suck a D. Here we go. Oh, that's the same one. That's not the one I wanted. Wait, is that? Okay. No. There we go. That is the commercial right here. First data tracker. Here we go. Okay. Sorry, guys. My bad. Dude. I think they deleted it. No way. No way. You got, okay, come on now. Okay, maybe hang on, let me go to my email. Hang on. Maybe I fucked up the thing. Hang on. Or maybe I just don't have, do I not have internet? Is my internet down? Guys, can you see me okay? Guys, give me a comment in the chat. Am I coming through all right? Because it's not letting me use internet. Ah, yeah, it's saying I have a bad internet. Connection is fairly good. Okay. I don't believe you. White sauce is not gravy. I don't know where you keep coming up with the white sauce, right? We don't have a white sauce. We have white gravy. We have brown gravy. We have mushroom gravy. We've got etouffee. We've got like 25 different types of gravy. It's because the British think salt is a spice, TJ. Doesn't mean you have to push your ideology on me, okay? Come on. There we go. Okay. I thought they deleted the website for a second. I was like, what? So, okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so let's share. Now, remember, okay, we're just trying to figure out exactly what is fact versus fiction. Okay. It's not popping up the chart. What the hell? Come on. What are you guys doing to me here? Gonna fuck up my show? Come on. Oh my God, it's not showing it. What the hell? Now, guys, I've got horrible internet for some reason. It's not popping up the graphs. I'll keep reloading it until it tells me, until it shows it. Yep, my internet is total garbage today. What the hell? And I had like a total trump card and everything for you. It's a demon disperser. TJ, white sauce. Insert Beavis and Butthead. She said sauce. Yeah. I don't know, Carol. It's not my fault. I swear to God, it's not my fault. All right. Come on. I don't know, guys. It's like, I mean, it's popping up the thing. Okay. So on the charts though, okay, where it's not letting me show, maybe they did delete it. Maybe it's not my internet. I mean, it was okay. Basically what it showed was though, if I can ever get it back on, I'll show you. But there were like 3 crimes that went down from 2019 to 2022. Murder rates almost doubled, okay? And carjackings almost tripled. So that's why they're trying to get you on the property, right? They're saying, property crimes are always high. Dude, they're trying to force feed you this shit. Now, there was one of the biggest ones that went down was sexual assault. Coincidence? I don't know. Now, that begs the question. Okay, why would carjackings go up so high? Well, there's a lot of different factors. Cars are really easy to flip, especially if you know a good front. Okay? If you got a guy that can fence for you relatively quickly, dude, cars are easy money. You go in, you get a $50,000 car, you're going to get $5,000 for that car. Easy. Easy money, dude. You still 10 cars, 10 cars a week. Dude, you're sitting high. That's enough money to buy you crack, whatever the fuck it is. Keep you high as shit for another 3 months. And then, that's why you see lulls too, by the way. Whenever hot seasons, cold seasons come in, it's because the guys that are committing crimes, they're going in, they're making their money, and then they're getting high, all right, or they're going to jail, getting fat again because they starve while they're on the streets. That's why all this stuff kind of trends like this in crime waves. That's why you have a crime wave, or one of the factors in a crime wave. But guys, I don't know. It's just not popping up. Come on. Nope. All right. Well, I guess that ain't going to work out for me. Anyways, yeah, I have been freezing. Okay, so it's the internet. Great. Even your dog barked at you. Yeah. Well, one of them sitting right next to me now. So yeah, it's up here in my little bar saying I barely got any service. So I guess it's either the Sunday rush now that we're open, but they're not stealing the cars. They're stealing the. We're about to have a diesel shortage. Did you know that? If we haven't already, I mean, I know there are certain cities that have already had diesel shortages, but yeah. So, all right, we are past the halfway mark. All right, so this one looks like deep state to me. But he's got a point because a lot of people don't know this about the Democratic Party. But for those that don't know about the Democratic Party, they were the ones that actually originally created slavery. I don't know if you know that or not, but Abraham Lincoln was the first Republican president. Duh. Okay. I mean, I know this isn't taught in school anymore. Okay. But the Democrats were the ones that wanted slavery. The Republicans were the ones that didn't want slavery anymore. There was a bunch of other things. The Civil War was not just about slavery. Okay. Do your history. All right. Do your research on it. Civil War was about a lot of things. It's about land, slavery. It was about the cotton gin. Okay. Dude, like seriously. All right. But the Democrats were the ones that wanted slavery, guys. Now they're saying they're the party of non-slavery. Dude, I'm telling you, there's a bunch of deep state shit that you guys don't know because they don't tell you and because you don't even know to look for it. Okay? All right, so check this out. You're going to love this shit. This is great. This is a redneck. He's after my own heart. And he titled this facts Democrats aren't ready for.
So I'm speaking on something I hadn't properly researched. I grew up in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. That's one town over from where the KKK was founded. When I was 18 years old, I was actually invited to the KKK homecoming rally and refused to go. I have met Klan members, and I guarantee you, every Klan member I've ever met, I've never met one of them that voted Republican. They all vote Democrat. Every damn Klan member I've ever met. And I grew up right there where the KKK was founded. Y'all like to talk about this damn party switch, but the Republican ideology is and has always been all men are created equal and all men must earn what's given to them. That party switch bullshit is just Democratic propaganda to make you think that Republicans are racist. Democrats throw you a little bit of money and tell you to vote for them because Republicans are racist and want you to earn your own way out of poverty, but the money they give you is just enough to keep you below the poverty line.
Okay. Now, this is just some random dude, some chick drinking wine. The guy on the bottom is Titus. He does a lot of shorts. I don't think he does any live. I don't think he does any videos, but he does a lot of shorts. Go check him out. He's actually pretty cool. But I mean, he's not wrong. I don't know about the KKK part, but he's not wrong. I mean, the party switch bullshit is just that. Okay, they're gonna try to make you think that there's like some kind of conspiracy or some kind of bullshit about how, this, that, and the other when it comes to Republicans, put you down. Republicans are the party of racist or the sexist, white, patriarchy, misogynist, whatever. But it's all bullshit, okay? Like, the word systemic racism comes up a lot. Like a whole bunch, okay? People are always trying to tell you that we live in a systemic racist country. Was there a systemic racism at one time? I have no doubt whatsoever, like at all. Okay, but dude, to try to say, and it's so funny how history works. Okay, because if we were to be sitting back in the 1800s during the Civil War, this wouldn't even be an argument. We wouldn't even be having a conversation about this. It would be, hey, gray coats, you're wrong. Okay, I'm right. We're gonna do this shit. That's all it would be. Okay, but now because of lack of education, lack of access to proper research materials, the beatniks and the hippies becoming professors and teachers and teaching their own ideology and their own propaganda, we now believe that number one, America started every single war ever in history. No shit. Go check out some videos on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. They walk around the street and they ask like kids in college, hey, who started World War I? They'll say America did. Dude, like the greatest battles of World War I were fought between France and Germany, but they don't know. They got no clue. It's crazy what some of these kids and some of these adults think are real and think are true. All right, and that guy's got a great point. I just wanted you guys to see the video. Let's see here. I read that one. Oops, sorry, gas. Hey, you guys call it petrol, we call it gas, you know? I mean, we got diesel too, you know? Let's see here. No, not the Civil War. No. We did have our own war where we beat the shit out of the British, you know, and taught them the proper way to fight. But since then, I mean, dude, like, you know, a lot of people don't understand about American military. And TJ, I know your opinions about the military. You think the greatest military in the world is the Brits, but here's the reality. Okay, you know, whenever Marines land, governments crumble. Okay, we're the most feared fighting force on the face of the planet for a reason. You know, we've been learning how to fight and kill and, you know, close with and destroy since 1776, man. You know, it's I mean, not taking anything away from the British boys, because the guys that I served with in Iraq that were Brits, man, they were badass motherfuckers. Okay, but I mean, nothing holds a candle to American military. I mean, we've literally won, you know, multiple conflicts over the history of the years, you know, and I mean, when you look at the stats, you know, we're the ones on top. So, oh, you're smart. Let's see here. U.S. and Brazil entered World War I, and yeah, and you're right. When did the Aussies go there? Because correct me if I'm wrong, Quentin, but wasn't the Aussies the one that had the weird helmets, right? Look like they were on safari or some shit, because they entered too. Or maybe I'm thinking of New Zealand. I can't remember, dude. I'm not an expert on World War I at all. I know more about World War II and Vietnam and Korea than I do World War I. I do know something cool from World War I is on one of the Christmases they stopped fighting on Christmas Day, and the apparently the way the story was told to me was they got out of the trenches and they actually met and talked. I do know about some of the weapons from World War I. I'm actually pretty schooled on that, the trench weapons, you know, because the shotgun basically is because of World War I. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but it was called a trench gun for a reason. So, but I don't really know much about it. I mean, dude, that's so far before my time. It's not even funny. I did think it was hilarious that, you know, we had World War I happen, then we had the Great Depression, then we had the fucking Dust Bowl. I thought that was pretty crazy, though. All right, so wrapping it up, guys, we got a couple more stories here, and then we're going to call it a day. I got a lot of stuff I got to do. All right, this is just an interesting thing. I thought you guys would find this kind of cool. It's all videos, I think, that I got coming up here. Just something for you guys to think about. Try to expand your mind a little bit. All right. But this guy right here, if you guys don't know who he is, he's awesome. Degrassi Tyson is a super intelligent man. He knows more about the universe and about the world in like probably one finger than I will ever know. Okay? He's a badass motherfucker.
That I am just as good with either.
Those humans who made it across that land bridge and spread out into North America, Central America, South America, have only a few families as their parent genetic origin. Okay, only it's like some research says it's like 8 family lineages populated the entire North and South American continents. Then the land bridge breaks. Now you have Europe, Asia, Africa, and North and South America, and they know nothing of one another. 2 separate branches of the human species. The Vikings notwithstanding, maybe they came over, they didn't. Even if they did, their influence was near zero relative to the Europeans. So we're talking about influence here. This is a branch. Had this continued, this is how you speciate. This is why the species on Australia, that's why you have mammals there that have pouches. All right, no other mammals do that. They split off and they evolved their own way. Those humans who
kind of cool, right? Like this little itty bitty tiny land land bridge right here. And they use boats here, but this little tiny land bridge right here. I mean, and you know, they were coming over here, and he's not talking about Americans, okay? We're talking about, you know, the people that first populated the continent, like 8 fucking families, dude. That's kind of cool, right? You know, okay, that's the geeky side of me. Okay, that's the geeky side of me. Germans had those pointed helmets as well. Yeah, dude, they did, man. Yeah, it was so whenever they're fighting. Yeah, you're right. Right. You know, here's another note. If you guys noticed anything about history from World War II, the Germans had a different helmet than we did. Okay, and if you look at our helmets today, they look a lot like the German helmets. There's a reason why, because they were better helmets. You know, it's amazing that we beat the Germans, man, because they had such better technology than we did. Dude, the Panzer tank could like take out like 3 Shermans by itself. It would take like 5 Shermans to be able to kill 1 Panzer, dude. It's ridiculous. Excuse me. The Germans were singing Silent Night. The Brits joined in and then played football in no man's land on Christmas Day. Yeah. It's crazy, but it's the truth. You know, that was something about beating Iraq that always blew me away, you know, like I couldn't identify at all with my enemy, like at all. I mean, they were so different, you know, and I mean, so for me, a totally different kind of war, you know, like totally different kind of war because, you know, you were standing across from someone that at least, you know, kind of had the same type of culture as you over there, the Europeans and the Germans in World War I in the trenches. By the way, trench warfare, stupid. Just completely fucking stupid. Like, wow. I want to be in that, like, in that war room. Okay, guys. So how we're going to fight this war is we're going to dig these trenches like 200 yards apart from each other. And we're going to fight there for years and never, ever proceed forward. But we're going to kill like millions of fucking people, okay? Both sides. All right? We're all going to die. How does that sound? Go look at some of the shit about World War I. Okay? It's crazy. And remember, this is before cell phones. Okay? This is before, you know, we had geolocation, infrared. All right? Dude, they were killing millions of people. Okay? It was so bad in Germany, the men that died in World War I, that like it would be 1 man for like every 5 women. Okay. And that one dude would impregnate 5 women. That's how bad it was. So like whenever the dude would get married, like he would get married, but then he would have like 3 sister wives so they could repopulate the fucking world. No shit, dude. That's how many men the Germans lost. They were just throwing them at it, dude. They were like, here, we're going to send you to the shredder. Dude, it's crazy, man. Oh, my God. Okay. Okay, so I'm calling this one The Future of New York. All right? I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to let you watch it. The Future of New York.
Wars going on because the restaurants are out of business, right? So the restaurants closed down, so all the rats' food supply is gone. So rats have started moving into other rats' territories and killing and cannibalizing rats.
Wow,
dude,
that's
rat
crazy.
wars.
That's
like
a cartoon.
The rats didn't do anything wrong. They're just being rats, and all of a sudden the food supply got cut off.
Holy shit, man! That is so intense. And and think of that level of reality. In some of those tunnels down there, man, they don't even use them anymore. Like
there's rat infested.
Yeah, just floods of rats who have like, you know, decided that's their kingdom or whatever that are now being invaded. That's so weird out down, and also it's dark. But like they send the weak ones to eat poison.
Yeah.
That alone.
Rat.
So I love the study of rats. By the way, rats are one of my favorite animals, and there was an article released, and Joe Rogan actually covered this too. There was an article released a long time ago. This was like in the fucking 80s, okay? That said specifically that the biomass of rats versus people in New York was equivalent or greater. Not the amount of rats. No. The bio fucking mass. Okay. So if the average human weighs 160 pounds and there was 12 million people in New York in 1985, there was 12 million times 160 pounds of weight of biomass equivalent to rats in the fucking sewers. Think about that. Because for those of you who don't know about New York, all right? Okay. If the rats wanted to, they could take over the whole city in a matter of hours. Okay. New York is basically a system of tunnels on tunnels on tunnels on tunnels. Shit from like 100 years ago, 200 years ago that's never even seen or looked at. Okay. And there's just rats. Trillions, not billions, trillions of rats probably exist underneath New York. And some of them are the size of dogs. Not like German shepherds and shit like that, okay? This isn't a science fiction movie. But, dude, there are 12-pound rats, okay? Like 1.5 feet long. These things fucking exist. It's not science fiction. It's real, okay? So, and as we cut off the food supply, because rats are smart as shit, man. They're not fucking stupid, dude. There's a reason why they use them in labs, okay? If we cut off the fucking rats' food supply, they ain't going to stay in the tunnels, man. Those motherfuckers are like, dude, so I'm really looking forward to like, maybe the next 10, 15 years where we have this like rat war where New York, and they're going to keep it really fucking quiet too. They're not going to want anyone to know about it. So what they'll do is they'll like, like hire like professional killers or whatever, like assassins to go in and figure out a way to kill as many rats as possible. And then there's going to be like this cool war and we'll see like, secret video and audio of like millions of rats on the streets of New York. That's going to be fucking cool. I want to see that movie. Let's see here. World War I was started because cousins fell out with each other. I don't know. I don't even know why World War I started, honestly. I know that Germany and France were like the biggest ones that had the most losses, though. I didn't know. Guys, educate me, please. I need to know. I need to teach myself. All right, guys, we've got a couple more here, and then I'm out. And thanks, guys, for this is a 6-minute video. We're not gonna watch the whole thing, but I did want to cover this because, well, I am a geek. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. This is great. This one's for all the ladies out there. Wakanda Flamanda Forever, Rwanda. A Black Panther movie with that Black Panther.
In the weeks prior to the release of Black Panther Wakanda Forever, there was an interesting narrative that started to take place after an influencer, a TikToker, decided to go out there and say, hey, if you're white, you better not go and see Black Panther opening weekend.
And keep in mind, the studio or the actors or the people on TikTok never came out and stood against this woman. They just set the fuck back and let it happen.
That is for black people. It's not made for you. If you need to buy a ticket, then make sure you give it to a black person. Now, of course, this is just one person's stupid opinion. The majority of people probably disagreed with her, but there were some people out there, some MCU stans, some activists, some woke lunatics who wholeheartedly agreed with that sentiment. White people, this movie is not for you. And of course, this is a Marvel Cinematic Universe that increasingly has tried to push their original audience away. If you're white and if you're male, they might not want you watching anymore. And as it turns out, if that's your strategy, if that's how you market your material, and if that's how you make your movies, well, eventually people are just going to stop showing up. So this TikToker who said white people don't go to Black Panther, maybe some people listen to her because the numbers are now in, and it is a significant difference from the first Black Panther movie. Not only when you look at the drop-off in money spent, but when you look at the people who went to go see this movie. Fewer white people and fewer men went to see Wakanda Forever than Black Panther.
You know, and I know this is a crazy concept for all of my fellow geeks and gamers and, you know, gray beard magic and D&D players, okay? But when you alienate the audience that literally helped create your fucking genre, what the fuck do you think is going to happen? Okay? You've been shoving this shit down our throat now for 15 plus years. Okay. Again, I'm very open about this. I don't agree with Gary from Nerdrotic about this. I don't think everything naturally progressed to 2012. I think it goes all the way back to fucking like 2006, 2007. All right. And I have my own thoughts and reasons and beliefs and proof for this, but you know, it's all subjective, obviously. But dude, they've been shoving this crap down our throat and they don't do anything about it. You know what? I guarantee you, if the chick that replaced her brother in the movie, ridiculous idea concept, in this all-female, you know, superhero movie, if she would have come out and been like, hey, bitch, shut the fuck up. Don't ruin my movie. I guarantee they would have had more people show up. They would have showed up just to be in the face of that stupid bitch. Okay?
Panther. These demographics for the first Black Panther and Wakanda Forever are quite different. Disney continues alienating its white and male audiences as it learned fewer white people and males of all colors went to see Black Panther Wakanda Forever than the first film in 2018. And we're not talking about pure numbers wise. Disney doesn't want to talk about pure numbers because, quite honestly, I might do a different video all about the box office breakdown, about how nearly 22 million people went opening weekend in the United States to see Black Panther. And that number is down to nearly 13 million for Wakanda Forever. Even though the money's a little closer with inflation, with ticket prices, all these things, it is not even close. Yeah. It's a massive drop off for Disney. But no,
and that's what I was trying to get to. That's the point of this entire video for me. They're gonna, you know, they've already come out and said, and they do this on purpose because they do this all the time. They come out and they tell you, you know, this bullshit about, oh my God, it was the greatest movie, blah, blah. Like they last month, the worst month ever, the worst October ever for Hollywood. You know, they were like, oh, well, this movie did great, and it's the #1 movie of the month. You know, the little white spot on the top of chicken shit doesn't look like chicken shit, but it's still chicken shit. Okay? Like, it doesn't, dude, bragging about being the #1 movie in the worst month for movies isn't shit. And look at what he just said. 40% less of the people showed up for Wakanda Forever, but they're still saying it's the #1 movie ever in the release of November. Your movie sucked, and you had 40% less people show up to watch your movie than what showed up to watch Black Panther, which wasn't a good movie. Okay, your movie's garbage. You know, and I don't ever wish ill on anyone that doesn't deserve it. But there is something that I'm going to say here. Hot take. All right. I hope to God Hollywood bombs. I hope shit like this puts you guys in such a giant fucking hole that you can never recover. Because I'm sick and tired of you destroying our fucking movies. I'm tired of you destroying our stories. I'm tired of people saying, well, the comic book isn't important. The only thing that matters is the movies. Go fuck yourself. Okay, you wouldn't have a fucking movie without our fucking goddamn comic books, and you wouldn't have the ability to make your movies if the fans didn't support you for the last 60 fucking years. Okay, you know, it's just like art with me, dude. It's the same thing, dude. Like you can't just destroy our shit. You can't. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna let you do it. At least I'm not gonna let it happen without saying something about it. How about that? All right. There was an assassination of Archduke Francis Ferdinand. You know, I've heard about that. I don't know much about it, but yeah. So, yeah. Talk about World War I, guys. All right. Maybe we should do like a couple shows like World War I. Because, dude, there's almost nobody knows about the Korean conflict. Seriously. Like almost no one knows anything about the conflict. They don't know anything about the Marines and what we did in Korea, dude. Like, seriously, bro. Like, no one knows what we did over there. I'm doing a quiz. UK time on my channel live, all invited. Cool, very, very cool. Hey, TJ, do I have you as a moderator? If I don't, let me make you one. Look at that. TJ's not even a moderator, being here the whole time. All right, you are now a moderator. Let's see here. Quentin, you're already one. Who else? Carol's one. I was hoping Death Pusher would come here today. I missed him, though. Death Pusher, if you watch this later, bro, man, I missed you, brother. All my other guys, too. Skinny, I don't know where you've been, man, but I missed you, Skinny. Whenever you're ready to come back on, bro, let me know. TJ, drop your link. Quentin, drop your link, too, because the show's almost over. So, dude, TJ, I want to say I can watch your show today, girl, but, dude, I got a lot of stuff I got to figure out this. As a matter of fact, I'm already over 2 hours. I didn't want to be over 2 hours, but, I'll try to watch it later. I'll definitely drop in and give you a like though, for real. Okay. Moderator TJ already. Okay, so last one, guys, and we're done for the day. Some people just can't help themselves. They really can't. This is a form of gaslighting, but this is also exactly what they'll do. They'll just flip it on you. Okay, so just remember that. Okay, remember that people will say this shit. They don't give a fuck about what's real and what's not real. They give a fuck about how many clicks it gets and about exactly the way it helps them push their own agenda, ideology, cult mentality. Okay? I mean, dude, we're doing things that we used to call bad, and we're calling it good now. Okay? It's virtuous for a woman to have 20 dudes inside of her before she graduates college. Women used to have their lives destroyed because someone would send a panty pic of them to a bunch of kids. Now, they sell it for $5 on OnlyFans. And of course, yeah, TJ, you're always welcome. Seriously. All right, so here we go, guys. Let's do this. Last one. Looks like my voice is starting to get it too. I'm telling you guys, man, that whatever it was I got, dude, and it's even affecting me when I'm working out. All right, here we go.
You characterize President Reagan as having, quote, less than impressive intellectual capacities. You said President Eisenhower and Bush were decidedly intellectual. You said Reagan engaged in intellectual posture.
That's funny.
Let's just start with the first one. Less than impressive intellectual capacities. So in other words, it's dumb.
Thank you, Senator. Absolutely not. That was a perception, and it was cited.
I'm sorry. It's a perception by.
Yeah, okay. But think about what you just said. He said you were quoted as saying. Okay. And then he gives her a chance. I mean, one thing I got to say about him, dude, is he's fair. He tries to give everybody, even that ridiculous black woman with the weird, crazy eyes. Quentin, I know you know what I'm talking about, right? She was a professor talking about how he was transphobic because he was asking her a question and then he was violent towards trans. It's great. You haven't seen that video. You got to watch that video. But he gave her a chance. He destroyed her afterwards, but he gave her a chance to clear her name. He does the same thing right here.
Home by you. You wrote about it.
No, Senator, that was, and as I said in the article, that is a perception, but actually in the article,
she said she's choking on her own words. No, Senator, that was a perception. So now they're going to be able to go back and rip this apart when this goes viral. If it hasn't already gone viral, it's already got 25,000 likes. But I think she's trying to say that that's his perception. Okay, but she catches herself. And she doesn't know how to continue because she's so used to eating a plate of her own diarrhea and forcing other people to eat her own diarrhea that she doesn't know how to come back because it's just like sand going through her hand, man.
Because
you say Reagan's less than impressive intellectual capacities have been widely discussed. That's presented as a factual statement. You don't even cite for it. This is on page 298.
You can't if you can't hear her. Okay, she's going. She's fucked. And she knows she's fucked. Okay?
I have your article. Don't dissemble in front of me. You characterize President Reagan as having, quote, less than impressive intellectual capacities.
Oh, it's over.
You said
I was getting uncomfortable and shit. Okay, so there, yeah. Like, okay. Well, yeah, there we go. So guys, that's it. It's been amazing. Thank you for the wonderful show, guys. Dude, Death Pusher, you're here, man. Oh, dude, cool, dude. I'm so glad you're here, bro. Something I didn't check last time was if I made you a moderator. I did not make you a moderator yet. So that's why I wanted you to get in the chat. And it's not letting me. Dude, my internet sucks today. Okay, Death Pusher, remind me next time, man. And I will make you a moderator, bro. It's for some reason, dude, my internet's sucking hind tit today. I don't know why. But wouldn't let me show videos on certain things and other things. Anyways, okay. So anyways, guys, Death Pusher, thank you so much for being here, man. Guys, you're always you know, always welcome. Okay, so I got some homework for you guys. Okay, remember, Death Pusher, if you didn't hear earlier, guys. Okay, there are going to be people out there this year that need our help. You know, that they're going to need, they're going to need things. Okay, for their kids. So sometimes it's buying a turkey for someone. You know, sometimes it's an advent calendar. Seriously, I mean, it's something stupid, something stupid simple. And you know, remember too that you know we're responsible for each other as a culture, as a people. Okay, I don't give a fuck what country you're from. Okay, I've traveled all over this world. Okay, and I don't give a shit if you lived in Iraq, if you were an honest to God person, and that is my sworn enemy, by the way, because you know that's my generational war. Okay. So if there's one group of people that I'm supposed to hate more than any other group of people, it's supposed to be the Iraqis. And I don't give a shit if you're from Iraq. If you show good, honest to goodness intentions and you want to be a good person, I'm going to give you that respect. Okay? It's good everywhere. Not every country is just full of something evil. I mean, I'm sure there's good people in North Korea. They just don't know any better because they've been systematically freaking brainwashed their entire life. But look, I have my email address down in my description. Copy it, okay? And if there's someone out there that needs something, you know, let's try to help them. But for me, we'll be doing a giveaway. I'm going to start it on December 1st. Get your stories in. Send me a couple sentences on who you think deserves it, and let me know how you guys want to do it. We want to do live votes. We want to do maybe like right here in the chat, we'll do like some kind of pluses, negatives, or if you guys want me to decide, I don't care either way. As long as you know we send it out and help people. We'll do a grand prize, like I said, right before Christmas, maybe like on the 22nd to give people time to go out and shop. But other than that, guys, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for being here. You guys take care of yourselves. Do good things. Let's see. Right now, I've had enough of listening to not going to cook to dinner. That's fine. You go ahead and have a great day, TJ. All right. Thank you, Carol. I really do appreciate it. I'll go read it as soon as I can. Quentin, man, thanks for staying here the whole time. Ladies and gents, remember, we can't get through this without each other. Stop letting them separate you. Stop letting them create the hate. Okay? Don't give in to the weak emotions. Okay? Don't let them make you think that they can make you feel a specific way. Only you can decide how you feel. Okay? You know, if you want something, make a goal. Set a plan. And go get that motherfucker. Okay? You guys have a wonderful day. God bless you. Do good things. Be well. And take care of yourselves. And with that, we're out. It's not letting me disconnect. Wow. Okay. It's so bad. My broadcast, my internet is so bad that it won't let me end the broadcast. All right. So let's try doing this. I'm going to leave the studio. Well, it won't even let me leave the studio. Wow.